One of the major objectives that we set up was really to make the AA a little more relevant to the alumni. And this of course, would mean better service for the alumni, especially for those who become active members of the alumni.
The new officers hit the ground running with the graduation and junior and seniors promos that increased membership by 70%. One of the improvements in the association's operations this year was a simpler but no less effective financial reporting for greater transparency and better planning and analysis. From 2009 to 2010, total revenue increased 173% from 916,000 pesos to 2.5 million. And that's in spite of a modest increase of 24% in operational expenses from 1.6 million to 2 million. And because of the new efforts to increase membership and other programs executed this year, the net income grew by an astounding 244% from a loss of 702,000 pesos in 2009 to 490,000 as of October 2010.
As president of my office, number one thing I have to make sure is that I have a staff in the office to make sure they're all present. Uh, the office can run without my staff. That's the first thing that I do when I enter my room. But of course, there's a lot of preparation prior to a day's work. At the end of the day, we normally have plenty of reports on clients, plenty of reports on claims, plenty of reports on new biz. It's a lot of work in running an insurance brokerage because you're after customer service, customer satisfaction, and customer satisfaction has a whole range of activities, starting of course with me as the head of the office, and of course with my immediate supervisors and my managers and my staff.
Yeah. So with you being having to put you need staff in your office, of course. So how do you make your staff work efficiently?
Uh, well, my staff, we have what you call a yearly goal. No? We have a yearly goal, we have a monthly goal. So what happens here is that our staff knows exactly where our directions are, no? And we also have our own sales targets. So each 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 staff is conscious on a daily basis what the work has to be done so that we can reach our goal, not only for
Mm.
the month but also for the year.
Mm-mm. So, okay, so what advice would you give to other people to become successful as you in their jobs?
Well, to me, the first thing is first basic thing is um, hard work. I mean, there's no such thing as easy achievement. A lot of people have to go through a process of hard work, and sometimes it's hard work is spelled as SMART, smart, because being hard work is not enough. You have to also be smart in the sense that you have to know exactly what has to what qualities and what kind of things that you need to make sure that you become successful. But going back to your question is, I think basic is really hard work, willingness to put your hands in the job, putting time and putting your resources, and of
Mm-mm.
course your talent.
Ayan, cool. So, um, so since I'm sure your insurance, your job is pretty heavy. How about your family naman? I mean, how do you face problems in the family?
Well, you know, juggling time in the office and time for the family is what you call time management. There are times that when you need to, of course, spend time for your family, and for me, of course, family is a priority. If there are needs in the house, needs in my kids and my wife and my children, they come first. And if I have to leave the office because of some important matters relating to family affairs, of course, I'll have to do that.
Mm-mm. So, despite, how about what advice would you give to other people naman also, like in terms of family? like if concerning like family problems or time managing with their job and their family, what advice would you give them?
I guess the number one advice is to make sure that there's a clear balance between work, family, and yourself. There are three aspects about the whole shebang. They call it time for yourself, time for your family, and time for your office. These are three parts that constitute a person's life. Because sometimes you get so drowned in the activities that sometimes you forget yourself. I mean, you must remember that yourself is also important. You have to find a way, what you call work and play at the same time. You have to find a way time for yourself as well.
Yeah. Alright, thank you, Dad.
Yeah.
So, was there any client where insurance has saved his or her life?
Oh, definitely, Lance. I had a client who went to the States for a vacation, and and on their last week of vacation, going back home, the wife encountered a terrible headache and she had to be confined, only to find out that she had to undergo an operation. Although it was minor, but would have cost them about something like 15,000 US dollars. And because they had insurance, they called me up, and I told them, don't worry, we were able to arrange even a no cash out, meaning say she was sent inside the hospital, she got out of the hospital without paying any dollar, and she was terribly surprised that the insurance really works. It really works. Not only the States, but even here locally. Somebody gets sick, at least somebody else will pay for the hospital bills. That's most important.
Yeah.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The camera's here and the microphones, and they wanna know, the return. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The crowd is here and the lights are on, and they wanna show, yeah. Yeah, a fresh, cool young Lou trying to cash his microphone check 212. Wanna believe my own hype, but it's too untrue. The world brought me to my knees. What have you brung you? Did you improve on the design? Did you do something new? Where your name in on the guest?
To start off, let's have P. P for passionate. Passionate enough in everything she do for her family. R. Responsible on the task and even do more on what's just expected on her. E for encouraging. I find my mom encouraging since she encouraged and pushed me to train hard, especially because I'm in a team and we need to catch up, and there's a lot more things to expect from us. C for communicative. I find my mom open to anything and she's so approachable even from others' perspective. I for independent. As what I shared in class, I really want to learn to be independent, especially from my mom, whose experiences were really proven to be and turn out so good. She's my role model. Lastly, A. Affectionate. Affectionate to show her love for us in the family. Every deed, every action means a lot to us. So, hi guys. My mom can't make it. I'm so sorry. So, let me grab this opportunity to describe her. And I decided to put an acronym on her name, Priscilla.
So here we are in the workplace of my mom. As you can see, she's one of the quality employees of 2010 in the United Laboratories Incorporated. Yeah. There's my mom. And this is her office. As you can see, it's a hi ma. Here's my mom. Hi, ma.
Hello. Kuha lang kayo ng video kasi kailangan niya sa kanyang project.
Dapa. Mom, can you explain what you just do in what the job you do?
I do sourcing for indirect materials. We search for suppliers and then we check if they have the same specs as ours. And then we do negotiations with them. And we use the Ariba system for
And as you can see, here are different products probably from international partners around probably Asia and mostly from India. And another part is my mom is one of the head programmers of the SAP system, so that makes her pretty much high up there. And this is her team of the sourcing and materials management of United Laboratories. That is all. Hi, ma'am.
This is the system that we use to do online negotiation with suppliers. This is the Ariba system, the sourcing platform. We ask our suppliers to submit their quotations via Ariba, and then we evaluate their quotations as per our requirements. And then if they conform with our specs, and then we will again invite them for the online negotiations. If they are first-time suppliers who have not yet transacted in Ariba, who are not yet familiar with the system, we give them online training. So before the online bidding, we give them the manual. We call them up for the online training, and then we schedule the online bidding. So the online bidding through Ariba, the objective of which is, of course, to get the best price among the suppliers. And then, but the suppliers know that even if they get the lowest bid, we tell them that even if they get the lowest bid, we won't give them. We have to evaluate also other criteria other than price. So it doesn't mean that even if we get the lowest bid, it doesn't mean that they will get the business. So that's it. We do the online negotiation through Ariba.
Thank you, ma.
On the design, introduce something new. Where your name in on the guest list. Who brung you? You, the more famous person, you come through. And the sexy lady next to you, you come too. And then the hitman standing outside the